Salut YouTube, nous voici sur une nouvelle vidéo des Piliers de la Terre. C'est un roman interactif pour ceux qui ne le savent pas encore, euh, avec des airs de point and click évidemment. Hum, Dans le dernier épisode, il y avait la famille avec le maçon et les chasseurs qui sont arrivés au prieuré de King, King's, Kingsbridge, je crois que c'est Kingsbridge. Et donc, ils ont été accueillis évidemment. Par contre, ils ont demandé s'il y avait du boulot. Il y en a, mais les prêtres n'ont pas assez d'argent pour pouvoir les payer, donc ils peuvent pas les embaucher. Ce qui fait que la famille s'est dit, ah, ils veulent pas nous aider, ils veulent pas nous embaucher, etc. Bon, on va voir comment ça se passe, mais ils l'ont un peu en travers de la gorge. Je rappelle une dernière chose, c'est que je vous mets en full immersion parce qu'il y a beaucoup de cinématiques. Donc c'est pour éviter qu'il y ait des changements d'écran toutes les 2 secondes. C'est parti.
Mother?
Not now, Jack. I told you the baby would be safe.
What baby?
Monks may be whips, but they take care of their own.
He will grow up to be a monk?
He will.
Well, I guess there are worse things than growing up close to God.
I am not even if I am at death's
That's the name
door.
they've given it.
If you go
Gift from
first,
God.
I will put you in the
I
ground.
wish I could hold it.
It's what I do.
I know.
I'll make it a nice
You have to be
grave.
careful.
You'll
must
like
never know
it,
that you're his
but
father.
you must dig me one too.
Tom?
When
Fine.
my time
Stupid
comes.
cathedral.
Agreed?
Mais il y a eu 2 discussions en même temps, qu'est-ce que tu veux que je dise? Oh là là là, bon, accepté. Hein.
That's good. Good. You must not be afraid to die. Death is not the end. There is more after. That's the secret. That is what all this here is about. You see?
Je sais même pas pourquoi j'ai dit oui.
Fall over already!
Yes? Oh, hello. I'm afraid we're out of food.
Who is it?
The mason's boy. I'm sorry, but I cannot help you. Come back in the morning, will you?
Those poor souls. They can hardly sleep. At least they don't have to take care of a baby.
The monks closed the big door. We're locked in now.
Who are you? Ah, you're one of the refugees from Earl's Castle, aren't you? Did you see how they killed people? I don't think I could take it. We monks do not do things like killing.
You always say things.
So what? At least I'm no thief.
Stop it. Tell us, what did you see?
He was walking
walking around the cathedral, and then he went here, into the river. Philip said Prior James did not commit suicide.
I will not change my mind on this matter. We will help them, all of them. Remigius, do you truly want to leave these people to die?
We should remove ourselves from the world, my prior. It is for God to decide, not us.
We will help these people. We must.
Hey, what are you doing here?
Remigius here is right. This is no place for children.
Now I remember her.
What is it now, Remigius?
This woman. She came with the builder.
Yes?
She is not a refugee.
What do you mean?
She's an outlaw. She's been here in the past. Prior James warned me about her. She is not from Earl's Castle. She's from the forest.
But her husband?
I doubt they are married.
Young man, are you not the builder's son? What's your name?
Jack Builder.
See, he is the builder's son. Well, then off you go, Jack.
A strange child. And as suspicious as his mother.
When in doubt, we shall believe in the good of man.
Fornicators. That's what they are. That woman must be expelled from Kingsbridge.
Tellement de chemin. Oh mon Dieu, tellement de chemin.
I will let them prove themselves like everyone else. I wish someone would just tear that cathedral down so we could start afresh.
That would require a miracle, and I really don't know a thing about them.
I'm so tired.
Come, I'll sing you a lullaby. Actually, it's Jack's favourite. A lark caught in a hunter's net sang sweeter than ever, as if the falling melody might wing and net dissever. At dusk the hunter took his prey, the lark is freedom ever. All birds and men are sure to die, but songs may live forever.
Very, very dry.
Inscription dans les combles de la cathédrale de Kingsbridge, découvert en 1136. Gwynthmund Ephilius Christianus Feci, 1066-1077. Ora fugit, Facta mano. Ça doit être du latin, je comprends rien du tout, les gars. Genre, c'est pas ici qu'il faut aller.
Very, very dry.
S'il est sec, c'est-à-dire qu'il peut prendre feu. On va foutre le feu à la cathédrale, les gars. Ce soir, on est pyromane. Il y a une bougie allumée, je vais la récupérer. Je suis sûr que c'est ça qu'il faut faire. En vrai, ça, on devrait pas le faire, mais je suis sûr que c'est ça qu'il faut faire. Ouais, voilà. Il nous incite à la pyromanie, les gars. Mais pour avancer dans le jeu, je pense qu'on est obligé. Ah, par contre, si on se fait cramer, si on se fait choper, on est mal. Hein. On est mal. Allez. Là, c'est le dur choix, là. Le faire pour maman, Tom, ou ne pas le faire. Je pense que Tom... J'essaie de voir les possibilités qu'il y a. Si on le fait pour maman, ça peut être maman qui va être mise en cause après. Du coup, elle, par contre, elle peut fuir et survivre dans la nature. Par contre, si on dit par la suite que c'est Tom qui nous a dit de le faire, on a tout perdu. On a tout perdu, les gars. Là, c'est une question de politique, en fait. C'est-à-dire que... soit on va dire plus tard que c'est maman, soit on va dire que c'est Tom. Si on se fait choper. Hein. Mais on va sûrement se faire choper. Hein, parce que c'est impossible. La seule personne qui est rentrée dans le prieuré qui n'est pas un prêtre, c'est ce jeune garçon, Jack. Et... Enfin voilà quoi, genre... Ouais, bref. Je vais le faire pour maman.
If they need to build a new cathedral, Tom will get work. And we can stay here. Just like Mother wanted.
Cours. Quoi? Ouais, bah trace maintenant. Trace. Oula, non, pas de freeze, c'est pas le moment. Ok. Vite. On voit bien que ça prend, faut qu'on se casse. Dégage de là. Dégage de là. Vite. Je suis arrivé d'ici. Non, la porte est fermée. Vite, mais trace ta route là. Oh, et voilà, on a foutu le feu, on est enfermé. Pire scénario.
What?
Trace. Ah yes, il commence à tracer un peu. Vite. Ou alors faut que j'aille dans les catacombes.
So much smoke.
Vite les catacombes.
I can barely breathe. It's not moving.
Ok, espérons que les clés elles ont été remises dans le trou au fond.
Maybe upstairs I can breathe.
Ah. Je suis pas sûr. Hein.
There's a breeze coming from the back.
Ouais. Qu'est-ce qu'on a fait les gars? Qu'est-ce qu'on a fait? Quoi, tu veux descendre par là? Ah ouais, t'es un ouf.
sent you back. Punish me. I told them we must repent for what we did to you.
C'est le prêtre qui est censé être mort, lui.
For my sins, cast me to the lake of blood.
Francis, only 2 days have passed since you left our priory. Much has happened in these 2 days. Many desperate men, women, and children have found refuge here. The Earl of Shiring was arrested, his castle taken by my bishop's allies. The people that we shelter were driven from that castle. Francis, I know this was not your fault, but I, myself, cannot but feel responsible for their fate. I pray that this letter finds you in good health.
Je pense qu'ils vont lire la lettre.
Of my own, I ask that you not talk about our parents again. One must let these things rest. I have made my peace and won't hear any more of it.
Faut pas parler du bébé, les gars.
I heard from you that only 3 in Earl Robert's employ can read. One of them is my brother. Your brother, Philip.
L'évêque, je suis sûr, il va récupérer la lettre. Il va nous la remettre dans la tête à un moment donné. Le fait qu'on ait dit qu'il n'est pas responsable de ce qui s'est passé, ça le met quand même en porte-à-faux. Par contre, là, ouais. Mais...
What is that?
Save yourselves! The saint! We must save the saint! Fire! The whole roof is in flames!
My God!
Don't go in there! But Alphonse! The saint! We must save him! No! Don't go!
While the monks and refugees cleaned up, I kept hidden. I hadn't expected that a magnificent building like this could so utterly collapse. That the ignorant little boy that I had been could so easily turn it back into a pile of dirty stones. I knew then that I had done something wrong, and no one could ever find out.
Prior Philip, I had the site cleared. It should be safe now.
Good work. Thank you, Master Builder. This concludes a very long night then.
Many people left already. They asked me to thank you for your kindness. They're sorry for what happened.
Well, they should thank God for his mercy. No one got hurt, no one died. 45 monks and 11 novices, all accounted for. No one's missing.
No one?
Milius and Cuthbert even saved our saint from the crypt.
Do you know what caused this?
It's God's punishment.
Or maybe not. Oh, no one got hurt. The books were saved. Even the bones of your saint were unharmed. Maybe this happened for a reason.
What do you mean?
Here. Let me show you something. Tell me, what do you see?
I see a burned down cathedral.
Look further.
I see dawn.
Right. Prior, I am deeply sorry about what happened to your church, but you must remain steadfast.
And stare at the sunrise.
No, you're only seeing the sunrise because you're facing east, straight east, like a church. Now, I know you have no money, and that helping people is more important, but we could start right here. Take the stones we've got, and the people who want to help.
So, what is it I am looking at, Tom Builder?
It's the aisle of your new cathedral.
I see it. I see you now.
Et c'est fini le chapitre 5, on passe au chapitre 6, les amis. Winchester.
A
Grande
few
ville.
weeks later, I received an invitation from Bishop Waleran. In Winchester, we and Waleran's allies were to meet King Stephen himself. The bishop seemed assured that because we had helped the king, Stephen would support us in return. And that with his help, we would be able to rebuild Kingsbridge Cathedral.
Cours de Winchester.
Percy Hamley.
Bishop Waleran. Good morning. Ali! It's them! Over there! The Hamleys!
Again, thank you for your assistance in Kingsbridge, my son.
We have to thank you. Without you, we wouldn't be here today. Right, Mother?
Of course. Well, don't just stand there. Walk out with me, but very calmly. We can't let them see us.
Oh, children, pardon me.
Now we're only missing one more.
Here he is.
Good morning.
Bishop Henry, this is my prior.
Philip of Gwynedd, Prior of Kingsbridge, my Lord Bishop.
You won't have to say much today, Philip.
Leave the talking to us.
No, leave the talking to me. King Stephen is my brother, after all. Let us make haste. My brother is an early riser.
Chapitre 6. Les Hamleys.
We must make
Stephen, roi des Anglais, château de Winchester.
I want to go hunting in the New Forest. England is full of game. No comparison to Normandy. This country's still wild.
This is Waleran Bygod, the Bishop of Kingsbridge.
Waleran, I remember you. We've met before.
And Percy Hamley.
My king.
He brought Bartholomew to justice. And it's not the first time he's helped me. He has Norman blood in him. We should hunt together someday.
Indeed, sire.
Bartholomew, on the other hand, will not leave the jail alive.
Percy Hamley did not do it without help, my lord. It was I who told him of the plot against you.
And Now you come to be rewarded as well. I see.
My brother, the Cathedral of Kingsbridge has burnt down. Waleran asks for a reward, not for himself. He asks for our church.
I take it your church cannot afford to rebuild that cathedral, Henry. Neither can the crown.
I, or rather Bishop Waleran, had an idea. You could give the Earl of Shiring's lands to the Bishop of Kingsbridge to finance the rebuilding of the cathedral.
I like the idea. But Percy and his men were the ones who took Earl's Castle, not Bishop Waleran. Right, Percy?
Yes, my king.
He knows the area, and he will be a loyal Earl, will you not?
Of course, my king.
You ought to give thanks to God first. God made you king.
Don't go on like that, Henry. Don't do that. You know what happens when you do that. It was a long way to this throne. A long way.
Yes, my brother.
Now I will hunt.
My Lord King, I thank you for being willing to reconsider the future of the Shiring Earldom.
When shall we hear your decision?
Tomorrow. Bring my bow. Tell the men we hunt.
Philip, Waleran and I have much to discuss.
All right. But what can I do to help?
Well, my brother asked me to get a confession from the traitor Bartholomew. A confession would be helpful against those who believe Bartholomew's arrest was unjust, and it may help us to convince my brother to forget all about his promise to Percy Hamley.
Ok.
Ah, Philip.
What is it?
About Bartholomew's confession.
Maybe you can get him to confess.
I do not believe my prior can do more than you could, Henry.
Perhaps he knows he will die, no matter what he says.
Please excuse me.
Of course.
Bon, je cherche un homme, je ne sais absolument pas où il est.
Bartholomew and his followers would have only been the first wave. Robert of Gloucester remains, and he will attack. And that's what you keep telling us. Maybe because the king likes to hear that you share his worries about Robert of Gloucester. Robert of Gloucester wants to see his sister on the throne. He will attack. And the Welsh will fight on his side. You mark my words.
No, I won't just leave. I must do something to help our priory.
Donc, je peux aller par là.
How could you let her get away? That little bitch.
I will find her, Mother. She was here? Why?
To see her father, of course. But that won't help her. She has already made a fool of you once. Don't let it happen again.
No, Mother.
Je le reconnais, le salaud, là. Lui, c'est un salaud, lui, là. Lui.
Monk, it's about time you
Quand on voit la mère, on comprend.
Regan Hamley? We have not been formally introduced.
You are a fool. Is that formal enough for you, Monk? You don't understand any of this, do you? It's as if
How
you've
can
never
I
set a
help
single
you,
foot
Lady Hamley?
outside, or how you let yourself be used by those two greedy bishops, I'll never know. Ugh. Waleran wants the lands of the earldom for himself. Henry knows that. Say something. You
You
don't
are only
believe me,
worrying
do you,
about your
monk?
husband's land.
Well, of course I am, and you should be too. If Waleran wins, we both lose. I know you don't trust me, but your bishops
you
are
have a
no
way to
different from me.
Prove any of this?
Ride with my son, William. Just a few hours. I will prove to you that Waleran will betray you.
All right. I will ride with your son, if only to prove you wrong.
Very well. Maybe you're not a fool, after all. But do not let the bishops see you. William?
What?
Ride with Father Philip. Do as I said.
William Hamley declined to tell me where we were heading. He enjoyed keeping me in the dark and forcing me to follow his lead. Sometimes he sped ahead on his war horse, and it took me some effort to catch up. But sooner or later he would stop and wait, sneering as I rejoined him. On one occasion he stood there urinating against a rock. When I caught up with him, he turned without covering himself. He found my shock at his shameful behavior comical. He laughed, got back into the saddle, spurred his horse and rode off. Again I followed, hoping this journey had not been another horrible mistake. Near a bridge, I found William with a group of washerwomen. He was shouting at them. When I arrived, I could only hear their replies. They said that they had not seen a girl or a boy fitting his description. A younger, blonde woman said that even if she had seen the girl, she would not tell him. Apparently, she had heard of William Hamley. William grabbed the startled-looking woman by the arm. He shoved his right hand under her skirt. She started crying. The other women asked William to stop, but were afraid to anger him. William turned and grinned when he saw me approaching. When he heard my words, William's grin faded. He pushed the young woman away. The other women looked at me in a strange way. They must have asked themselves why a monk would ride with such a man as William. We rode off, and William stared at me full of
J'ai rien à
smiles.
faire. C'est un gros chien de la casse. Hein.
I told him I pitied him. I did not tell him why, because I had no words for it. We did not talk after that. Not for a... William talked to more strangers along the way. First, I believed he was asking for directions. Then I realized that money was changing hands. William was paying these people for information. I was glad that for now he had lost interest in hurting others. Then I saw an old woman pointing William to a bearded man on a horse. William called the man a horse thief. Then he grinned and signaled the puzzled man to get on his horse and ride with him. They rode faster and faster, and I could not hear what more they talked about. William bluntly threatened to have the man hanged for stealing a horse of his, and then ordered him to hunt down the real thieves in exchange for his life. The man laughed as if he had made a great bargain. William even paid him. Before the man rode off north, William mentioned a name. Aliena. And I prayed that whatever William's plan was, that it would fail. Then William waved at me to ride faster. I reckoned we had to be close to where Lady Hamley wanted us to go. Not long after, my stomach turned as I realized just where exactly we were bound.
Palais de l'évêque Waleran Bigod.
Just a moment.
What?
You know very well that Bishop Waleran is in Winchester now. So what are we doing here?
No idea. Mother never tells me anything. She treats me and Father like damn children. It's a wonder Father ever got to fuck her in the first place. But here I am, and I'm starving. Damn, I'm starving.
Where are you going?
In there?
No!
I'm sure the bishop would want to see me well fed. We won't be staying long, so whatever it is you gotta do it fast. How can I help you? How about you step aside?
Pourquoi Regan Hemley nous a-t-elle envoyé ici? Quel est le secret de Valéran? Je pense pas que ce soit ici. Ok, je peux interagir avec le cheval. Ici, je peux y aller ou pas?
What is that?
Valéran a lancé son propre chantier de construction. Que construit-il là-bas?
Is this why Regan Hamley thinks that Waleran wants the lands of Shiring for himself? He is the bishop. He can do as he pleases. Perhaps he's just building a guest house. No, it is too big for that. What in the name of Christ is he building out there? What in the name of Christ?
You, please.
On va lui poser des questions, hein. C'est en mode interrogatoire là.
You were here before, weren't you? Yes. I remember you. Philip, isn't it?
Yes.
Please, you have to help me.
Bureau de l'évêque.
He forced me to serve him food. He took the Lord's name in vain. And he pushed me and touched me.
Oh, God.
Ah, the monk. Oh. Did the boy call you? So what? Did he ask you for help?
He didn't have to say anything. I knew you would get us in trouble.
Trouble? Me? We're young men, he and I play rough. So what? I asked you to leave.
And that is what we will do. What will the bishop think of your behavior?
Listen, we're all on the same side here.
We are not.
You, me, him, we're all working for the bishop. He won't mind. I play rough, so what? We are all men of God. Well...
How are you working for the bishop?
You already forgot. I found you, back in Kingsbridge, when I escorted him.
You did not find me.
The bishop and I got talking. We have an understanding.
An understanding about what?
I took Earl's castle for him.
Your parents agreed to arrest Bartholomew because they wanted his earldom.
Who cares what they think? I felled Bartholomew's men with my sword. The old man was begging me for his life. On his knees, he begged me. I did it for the bishop.
What?
But hey, I'm sure you did great things for him as well. You think my father took Earl's castle?
It is time to leave.
Is it? This is the second time you've spoken to me as if I was some snot-nosed child. Get on your horse. Come on, say it again. I would have fucked that woman if it hadn't been for you.
And what would that have achieved?
She'd have learnt her lesson. And don't you think I noticed how you spied on me and that horse thief? I should kill you for that. I should. Let me tell you, I will fuck Bartholomew's whore of a daughter. I will fuck her good. I'm a man! Damn it, I'd fuck the boy if that was the only way to put him in his place. Hell, he looks like he'd enjoy it too.
You are not a man. You are a beast.
Oh, I am a man. But yes, there is a beast in me. It hunts and kills like no other. I unleashed it for the bishop. And my sins are forgiven.
Not even God would forgive those sins.
Of course he would. He already did. The bishop told me.
Then the bishop is wrong.
Hey, we're on the same side here. Now, we will stay here a while longer, as I've not finished eating. Shit.
Montrez la sculpture à William.
Throw them into the blazing furnace, where there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth.
What?
Hell. It is a depiction of hell.
The bishop said the relief intimidates even his most impious visitors. They all fear death.
I'm not afraid to die.
Do not fear those who kill the body. Rather fear him who can destroy both soul and body. In hell.
Who's he?
The devil. A fallen angel.
I have nothing to be afraid of.
The cowardly, the unbelieving, the vile, the murderers, the sexually immoral, those who practice magic arts, the idolaters, and all liars. Their souls are the devil's. They will all go to hell.
Stop it! Hell is far away. I'm not afraid.
I'd better put it back and tidy up the table. If the bishop finds out about this, he will not be pleased. There, that looks better. No, I already tidied up here. Better. It's fine. I'll leave it where it is. And if anyone's name was not found written in the Book of Life, he was thrown into the lake of fire.
What's that?
It's from the scripture. The end of days.
The second death of the sinners.
Bishop Waleran said that if a sinner stares into the flame, the devil stares back from the lake of fire.
What?
I can't see him. What is it?
We ride back to Winchester. Now! What happened?
Maybe he saw things to come.
How can I thank you?
Tell me, what is being built out there?
What?
A substantial construction is underway, it seems.
Yes, but...
What is it?
A castle. The bishop is building a castle.
A castle? Why a castle?
I don't know. It is not for me to ask or question the bishop.
Of course.
And I doubt it's for you to question him either. That man, William, had no idea why you two came here, had he? You came here to spy on the bishop. You brought this man here. Leave! Go!
Plus tard, de retour à Winchester.
There you are. My son seemed thoughtful when he returned.
You priests and your talk. You always get to him.
He seemed more excited after talking to your bishop, though. Then again, we know Waleran is good with words. Don't we, my husband?
Of course, yes.
Speaking of Waleran, what did you find, monk?
A construction site.
Ah. So Waleran has a building project of his own. Did you also find out what he is building?
A castle.
Yes. He is building a castle for himself. And he used up every stone and every tree on his own lands. He claims he wants Bartholomew's land for your cathedral. But what Waleran wants is a castle.
He's always been like that.
Not long ago, you accused us of being selfish. But what about your bishop, eh?
What do you want from me?
As Prior of Kingsbridge, you will agree that my husband shall have the whole earldom of Shiring.
And why would I do you a favor like that?
Because we will support the rebuilding of your cathedral with our stones and our timber.
The king can live up to all of his promises, and Waleran gets nothing.
That is our offer. What do you say?
Le truc, c'est qu'on sait pas pourquoi il veut se faire un château. Et vu l'éducation du jeune, franchement, je vois pas comment la mère et le père pourraient être mieux, quoi. Je veux pas mettre un imbécile comme son fils à la tête du royaume. Hein. D'un royaume plutôt.
No, we have no deal.
Why not?
We made you a good offer.
You need me. The king still considers giving all the lands of the earldom to Waleran to rebuild our cathedral. You need this deal with me just as much as I do.
This is... Oh. We taught this fool well, it seems.
What are your terms, father?
Je vous veux pas à la tête.
No terms, no deals. This is not who I am.
C'est des escrocs.
Suit yourself. Remember, I warned you. I know you started all of this, not Waleran. You will see his true face when he does not get what he wants. And remember, What happens next will be on your head.
Je fais comment pour partir?
Good day.
You come to visit someone in my jail, Father?
Ah,
Or
c'est
you
la
want to
prison.
pick out a nice warm cell for yourself?
How dare you?
Oh, I'm just pulling your leg. See? A smile, just for you, Father.
Would you not rather build a castle, my bishop?
What?
A castle like this, I mean. Do you not find this place remarkable? Winchester Castle.
Of course. It is.
Please excuse me.
Eh bien, c'est un petit peu long, donc je vais couper la VOD ici. Vous aurez la suite sûrement demain. Donc j'espère que ça vous a plu et je vous souhaite sur ce une excellente journée et à la prochaine. Salut.